This is Stephanie, and this is the Mocha Minutes Podcast. Hey guys, before we get into the episode, I just want to let you know about something that's a little new here at the Mocha Minutes Podcast. We are now participating in Buy Me a Coffee. So if you haven't heard, buymeacoffee.com is a place where you can show some support and some love monetarily to some of your favorite content creators. That includes me. So it's in the increments of either $1, $3, or $5, and you can do as many as you would like. So I just wanted to let you guys know, would love some support. So if you would go to buymeacoffee.com/Mocha Minutes, I would greatly appreciate it. It will also be in the show notes. Okay, here we go. Hello, welcome to the Mocha Minutes Podcast. I am Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me. So I've been doing this for a little while. And someone gave me a very good compliment. He's like, you're so well-spoken. And not that you speak so well, but it's very well-spoken. And I think in a sea of content creators, that really is a huge compliment, especially when you feel like you're off your game. And I think for the last 6.5 months, I felt off my game. So today I was like really psyching myself up because I am someone who has been watching reality TV since Kathy Griffin and her mama was tipping box wine. I was watching Heather B. Tammy Roman is the GOAT. Tiffany New York Pollard. I am a reality TV junkie. And lately, I have been into On the Own. I am a unofficial raindrop. And I have fallen in love with the show Love and Marriage DC. I'm a Love and Marriage fan. Y'all know how I feel. Hashtag Team Kimmy. But on DC, I was introduced to someone who we had this we had the same last name. And I'm like, oh, she my cousin. Because you know, everybody got the same last name. We Black. You must be my cousin from down the street. I fell in love with someone who had me on the floor cracking up because she made up a sign when this raggedy man who will not sign no papers, sign these papers. I want free. Leave me be. Let me go. And I became what's called a snowflake. And I'm very excited to say that. So on the show today, I get to talk to Winter. I'm sorry. I sound like my mother because this is how she feels about a lot of people. She's just like, oh my God, I love this person. And I'm like, I feel like she is like my cousin. And let me just be very clear. Love and Marriage DC. I love everybody on this show. There's a lot of people who are crazy. Cousin Jamie is crazy. I can call him Cousin Jamie because he does not care. He's retired. That's a bad combination. Please don't let that man be retired. Give him a job, please. Get him off the social medias. But I have Winter Harris here, the coiner of gutter Barbies. I now want a jacket, but homegirl can sing and she dances on the TikTok. Girl, how are you, Winter?
I'm doing amazing. Feeling good and excited to be here on today.
I appreciate you being here. So, guys, we are recording in April, so we are halfway through season 2. Season 1 was very interesting for you, Winter. And I was like, y'all going to give us some time. I like Winter. And now we got you full time for season 2.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, I kind of like her. She's like, and also, I love that you live tweet. See, here's the thing about Love and Marriage DC. Y'all have the show. The show comes on. So we got the show. Then we got the after show with Carlos. Then we got the after show on the timeline. Then we got Demon Time when the show is not on. I'm like, what has happened? I'm like, I love how active y'all are. And I'm like, yes. So now I'm like, I want to see the rest of the season, but I'm also like, reunion me, please.
I know. That's what everyone says. But there's too much more that you guys haven't seen. So we just need to wait for the show to come back on and trust by the time the next 10 air, you'll understand why we needed these next 10 before the reunion.
Yeah, because the fact that I'm like, did hell just freeze over? Because it's Ashley and Winter in the same TikTok, not coming, not tussling in fisticuffs. I'm like, okay, so we're here. So we're here. We're getting it.
We are. We are. You know, it's so funny. We were talking today. Yeah.
See, and that's
True story.
I love it because I'm like I like all the women on the show. I just want I want to hang out with you and go to drinks. I want to laugh at events with Ashley. I want to go and play in Arena's hair. It's like we doing all of this. We're doing all of this. So how has we've seen 10 episodes, but the process of season 1 versus process of season 2, how and it's like you're more prominent now because you are a main cast. And by the way, you and that blonde Bob, I said, yeah, not with this blonde shortcut, man. Where are we going? Where are we going? We got our thigh meats out. We got the blonde hair. I was like, oh, okay, y'all didn't come to play. I see.
No, Corey, I don't have control over my own hair. Let me just start there. That is literally, I am a Barbie doll at this point, and Corey just does whatever he wants to do. So there's that. I fought him tooth and nail on that blonde bob. Is probably a fun fact that you guys should know. I did not want to be blonde. I am not a risk taker when it comes to my hair. So we argue like siblings when it comes to my hair. It's just what it is.
You're like, you sure? I don't know about this. Girl, just sit in the chair.
Right. No, I'm so serious. Like if y'all had a scene, like I literally I was pissed. Like I was so upset when he turned me blonde. I was like, I do not want this. I do not think it's pretty. Like I was literally livid. And then once I kind of settled in, it kind of gave me a little attitude, and I was like, I might like it. Okay.
Oh gosh. And that's the thing. It's like,
oh no.
It's like your hairstylist, especially if it's one you trust, and they're like, girl, just sit down, let me do your hair. And they're like, let's try this out. And you're like, okay. And then you need maybe a few hours, like, okay, this ain't bad. Okay, I guess you right.
Oh,
all right.
Honestly, Corey is like one of my dearest friends, and that's no joke. Like we have essentially become family, but I spend most of my time with him. Like if I don't talk to anyone else, I either I see Corey the most or I talk to Corey the most. But because of how much he does my hair, I mean, it's just kind of what it is at this point. So yeah, he's like family. That's my brother. And we literally argue like we are siblings because this hair certainly yeah, we definitely go at it when it comes to this hair, but essentially he always wins out. And you know, I feel like he does such a great job. He's definitely challenged me to go beyond my comfort zone, and I'm grateful to him for that because I think it's definitely transformed my image, and people certainly look forward to, you know, what styles I'm gonna come out with, because there's always something to be expecting with this hair. Like I'm in a bob now, and it was so like chic and cute, but no bob is the same, you know? So I love that he gives a little different spin every time we do hair. But yeah, he's definitely helped revamp, and I appreciate that. So yeah, it's an exciting time. It really is. But it's been a really solid season. It's so much different than first season, and
yeah,
I've loved this season. I really have. And I think that's just me being in a better place overall, and not in the yucky place that I was in season 1 with the foolery I was dealing with. So life is overall better for me. And I think it's made filming this season, even though we've had some uncomfortable moments, I tell people that it pales in comparison to the foolery of season 1.
It really does. And I can say that as someone who watched it. I'm like, season 1 and season 2 seem like literally 2 different seasons to me.
Absolutely.
And I think speaking to your like the stuff that you were going through is because it wasn't just, oh, this is brand new, I'm shooting a reality show. It's like I also got shit in my damn personal life that I really want to be over. So it's like it's everything crashing at the same time. Then season two, you're like, oh girl,
Yeah,
I feel
for
lighter.
sure.
Can we get this? Can we have fun? Can I just
Yes.
be in the back of the? I'm gonna be back of the class. You ain't gotta put me in front. I'll be back here. I'm here. I got my tennis shoes on. We're gonna do it.
Yes,
And I can
absolutely.
see you seem lighter. And I'm like,
I
this is
am.
like what I want to see. I'm like, y'all, I like Winter. She funny.
Yeah, definitely tracking light this season and will continue. Nothing's going to change. Like, I think once you go through something like that, I just like, girl, you have overcome a lot. Like, it's your season to live, it's your time to shine. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Because it's like there's no
definitely.
shortcut to that. You really just have to, when it's like when you got storms in your personal life, personal, professional, whatever, you got to walk through. You can't walk around it because it's like that's just making it worse. You got to walk through it, and sometimes it's like even like you got to crawl. You on your knees, and it's like, oh, good, I'm out. So anyway, so let's go have fun. I'm like, I love that this is like, and y'all thought I was the problem. I'm like, she's not, y'all. She wasn't the problem last year, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there, because I will tell you what I saw from you from the season one reunion winter is something that a lot of people who have had years under their belt of reality TV, they weren't just like, I chose my words poorly. I'm sorry. Wait, what? No, we got to argue. What you mean? What you? How are you just gonna take accountability? Wait a minute, we got 6 more hours to shoot. No, no, I'm not doing this. No, a lot of people don't do
Yeah.
that. It's like, let me justify why I like did this. You're like, no, I was wrong, and I'm sorry. Let's fix this. Let's like turn the page. So I think it's like with Love and Marriage DC, I see a lot of the cast, or some of the cast, depending on who you talk to, who are like, yeah, I'm gonna add some reality to reality TV because I know a lot of people are like, yeah, and reality TV. I'm like, yeah, I'm not meeting up with somebody I don't like. Like, girl, if you don't
Right.
go over there, I'm gonna go eat this. You gonna go get your ramen bowl. I'm gonna go eat my tacos over here, and we gonna be fine. But on reality TV, it's kind of like you watch people have conversations and hopefully have conflict resolution. And then you get happy TikToks where you see frenemies becoming friend with no D on it. Yeah.
Right.
So you are like friend of me, or maybe close to friend with no D, and then maybe friend, and maybe next year. Uh, so
Stranger things have happened.
the thing about it, you kind of go when you're watching, like, oh, baby, y'all should just be cool. But, it's reality TV and things got to get, sometimes you like literally got to let stuff shake out. And I like seeing stuff shake out.
Yeah, I think everyone's definitely enjoyed the reconciliation of this season for sure.
Yeah, because I got to see it. Because one, I'm like, Randy, where you get this jacket from to say Gutter Barbie? I'm like, first of all, y'all need to be in the video. Get y'all little two-step in the back. I'm kidding. No, I'm or am I? I don't know. I might be kidding. So Winter, you are a multi-hyphenate. You do a lot. You have a lot going on. And one thing I didn't realize until I saw like a clip of an interview, I'm like, wait, she has 4 children? Where? I'm
Mhm.
like, wait a minute. Where are these children from? The corn? What is happening? I'm like, how did I not know this? But also, I follow you on TikTok. I know of at least two. I'm like,
Yeah,
I was like,
definitely have 4.
I was like, oh my gosh. And you are also having fun on TikTok. That's what I love. That's how I can see that you're lighter. You're like I'm lighter. That means I can do these dances on TikTok. You're like, girl, I don't know all these dances, but I'm gonna do it. So how are you liking TikTok? Because it seemed
I
like you were having a
love
ball.
TikTok. TikTok is I'm actually working on a TikTok dance. I'm working I worked on
Ooh.
one today because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm slipping and I'm due for a new TikTok. So I've been trying to figure out what dance I'm doing next. Found one that I liked. I'm gonna
Hmm.
go with it, but it's definitely these dances, they challenge your coordination. I'm so sorry, but it is not to be mistaken for being easy. It is not easy. It takes time and coordination to learn these dances, but I'm about to get this one down. So by the time I lock it down, I'm gonna get it recorded before the week is out for sure.
Oh, I can't. But I'm on TikTok. I'll just speak and do videos or do stitches. Like everybody who was doing like transitions and dances, I was like, all hail the queens and kings that can do this. Because I'm like, wait, hold on. I need y'all to slow it down. I have rhythm, but I need y'all to slow it down. So the fact that you are doing this, I'm like, go ahead, Winter. I'm like, I love it. And also, ma'am, we are doing the singing. You were saying the national anthem at the Wizards game. I said, okay. And when you said it's not a easy song, it truly is not, especially a cappella.
Oh no, nothing's ever easy a cappella. I don't think people understand. It is you and your voice, and you better figure it out, or
unless
you're
you walk around a pitch
screwed.
pipe.
Right. And you can't, the national anthem is not a song you can mess up on. I don't think people understand that either. Like there is no room for error when you sing the song. And I had, and it was very, very minimal, but like 2 or 3 people were like, I wish you had gave us a Whitney Houston. I'm like, no, 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 and no. That is literally the most horrible advice anyone could ever receive. Singing the national anthem. You don't try to redo greats. You just sing the song. People just like the national anthem sung as it is. They don't like when people do a lot of extra. It's like a sacred anthem, like, no, I know. You just sing the song, you remember the words, and you get your butt off stage. That's how that goes. You don't do any more or any less. So I was grateful that I got through it, and I feel like I sounded well. I think I shocked a lot of people because at that point, people learn whether or not you can really sing. So, I think people learned that I could sing that night.
And if y'all, it's on her page. If y'all don't know, because I was like, it's like, yeah, it's like it's either you're going to do well or you're going to be Fergie.
Yeah,
you're going to be like in infamy. I'm like, no one wants to be known as the person who literally sounds bad during the anthem. It's like, yeah, because we will never let anybody live that down.
Ever. There's no coming back from that. So I'm grateful that it landed and there was a lot of support afterwards. I think I got word that I think my next sports national anthem is going to be at the Nationals game. So we'll see if that goes through.
Yay. Congrats. I hope it does. Oh, I have my fingers crossed for you. I do.
Thank you.
Because I'm like, I love it. Because I'm like, so y'all, if y'all don't know, Winter and I are the same age. I mean, we're cousins by the fact that we Black and we have, last name Williams. But to see someone going like, hey, I want to do this and I want to do it my way, especially at the age where like, girl, you should just stop. Why are you doing this? It's like, because I have talent and now I feel a little bit better. But I appreciated your post where you're talking about like, whew, y'all had to get me through it because I had stage fright. And it's like, that's one thing you'll psych your own self out. It's like, oh, I'm not going to do well.
Oh my God. I have always dealt with it actually. And I was sharing that that's one of the reasons why I never pursued it. Like I've had producers come up to me and say, you really should consider recording. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like I sing for the Lord because it's safe here. And I just never wanted to do it because I just always, even leading, I was a praise and worship leader for years and would almost shake myself to death because I was just so nervous. I would just battle such bad anxiety going on stage to sing. So I was just like, yeah, I'm good. That ship is sailed. But every time I do it, every time I perform, I get a little more and more brave. And it definitely, I wouldn't say it's getting easier, but it's becoming more manageable. It's just, getting through those moments where it's like, okay, girl, you got this. Like, relax. It's all good. It will definitely, be over and before you know it. And I think the longer I've told myself that, the easier it has been to manage that comes with it. Because I mean, I did it and then it was like, dang, that was over quickly. So I'm proud of myself. It was a great performance last night. So
you definitely were. I was like, come on, indie fashion week. It's like, oh, wait a minute. It's like, okay. It's like, I
yeah,
love seeing your progression, and I'm glad that we have you for season 2. I really do. Because I'm like, ooh, it's like, ooh, we got 1-2 punch. We got her on my show. And then I'm saying all the things you're doing locally, right? You know, I'm in Baltimore. So we're in the DMV. I'm like, this is local. And I'm like, and I like seeing that. And I like seeing that you're having fun. I also like that I saw Miss, it's like, wait a minute, are y'all saying her name is Sharella or Sherelle? I'm like, wait a minute, which one is it?
It's Sherelle.
Just I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, I could have sworn they said Sherelle. And I'm like, Sherella? I'm like, what is happening here? But
Yeah, I think that's a nickname she got, but it's definitely Sherelle.
That's what I was like, wait a minute, am I deaf? I must be. But I love seeing you with Sherelle. And I'm like, see, that's the thing. I like seeing people who are real friends. Because it's
We're
like
definitely
capturing
real
real
friends.
friendships with a camera. It's like, y'all must be like this all the time. We are.
Yeah, it did. We all, our friend group, we often joke that we should just have cameras on us because the foolishness, it's never a dull moment. But I can't even, I edit so much of our stuff because I'm like, y'all are foolish. I cannot put this stuff on my
You're like, I cannot put this out. Like, wait a minute, hold on. You
I
need to edit this out.
cannot put this stuff on my page because they would lose it. It's just, but we are all genuine friends and have such like a special bond. So yeah, Sherelle and I are really actually, tomorrow, speaking of which, I'll have her youngest daughter with me for the next few days while her and Black are celebrating his birthday. So it's that type of friendship. Like her daughters were
the
just
kids can stay more than one day.
Yeah.
Oh, that y'all are friends.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love that. I love it. I really do. You know what else I love? I was watching a live of you and you were grinning ear to ear. It's like, y'all, Black people do blush. We was talking about your man, girl. I said, ooh, he's sweet on her. And I'm like, y'all two are convincing me to finally watch Love Jones. I'm like, I'm tired of not knowing these daggone references from Love Jones.
It's such a great movie. It's been my favorite movie since it came out my freshman year in college. Like it legit is my favorite movie ever. Like it is the one movie I could watch over and over again and act like I watched it for the first time. Like literally my favorite movie ever. But I think it's been good for people to see me move on because I think people were so exhausted by the situation last season. And this was such an unexpected, like happening, like it wasn't planned. And, people like, is this stage? I'm like, no, y'all, like unbeknownst to some people, some reality TV is actually just real life. So, because it wasn't planned, it was a nice, like unexpected thing. But I tell people all the time, like, I'm not hanging my hat here. And I know that may sound crazy to some people, like, but coming out of the situation I've came out of, one of the things I've been intentional about is not rushing, taking my time, enjoying my freedom, but being open to the possibilities of love and dating, but it's dating.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. It's so ingrained that are like, oh, you met a man. I'm like, so ding ding, where's the wedding coming? Girl, we are just going to go get something to eat.
Right.
It's okay. I'm not rushing to go back into it. And even if you was, you're like, I don't think I would tell y'all if I was.
I'm dating. That's what I tell people. I'm like, I love that people are so excited for me, but there's love there. We've built that connection, but I'm open. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a huge believer anymore in just being like, oh yeah, he's the one. I can remember them asking me about this in confessionals, and I'm like, he is one of many.
Okay. Let's hear. You are over 40 and it's one of 40. It's okay to have a roster.
One of many. Now we got to a point where we're dating, we were dating exclusively, but even still, I'm like, it's more so like to figure out, do we want to continue? Do we not want to continue? Like, it's not, okay, yeah, let's start wedding planning. Like, absolutely not. I don't have any more mistakes in me. And I think that makes me certainly more leery to be very swift about things, because once I say I do again, y'all, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this over again. And I do desire to be married again at some point. But because of that, I just feel like, third time's got to be a charm, and it's got to be the end, because I just cannot even remotely do this any more times. I cannot be the Black Elizabeth Taylor. I just have no desire to be her.
Now I'm gonna think about white diamonds. It's like, no. She's like, that seems fun on paper, but it's like, girl, that's way too much paperwork. I gotta go to the court. I gotta file stuff. It's like, girl, I can't. I don't. It's like, you go, nope, I'm good. I don't have it in me. So tell me about the Romancipation, which I'm like, this sounds fun.
Oh my gosh. So the third one is coming up on the 29th of this month. And it is literally like a modern celebration of freedom and love, and whatever that looks like for you, that's what the Romancipation is. For me, it was my coming out party of freedom and being single again and embracing my womanhood and really letting go of a lot of the religious bondage. I feel like I was really like bound by. Like, even yesterday, I got a nasty direct message from a Bible thumper. And, these people are crazy. They're just angry, but it's like, don't get mad at people for not living in the box that you've chosen to live in. Like, let people live and make their own choices. Like, we have free will for a reason, but every day these people remind me that I'm so grateful that I have set myself free from thinking that way. And I don't know, it's just such a restricted way to live. And I've found that, my relationship with God has actually grown stronger, but I've also lived life definitely much lighter. I just don't cater to those type of people anymore. And I feel like it's given me an opportunity to connect to so many incredible people that I would have never been open to if I kind of didn't get out of that mindset. So it's just been a year of growth for me. So when I say I'm flying light these days, it really is just because I've shed a lot of weight, like physically and figuratively. Like, I have shed a lot of weight, and it's just such a really nice space to be in. Like, I'm really grateful for this particular space in my life. It's been so nice.
Yeah. And I am proud of you, because I also, with your shedding weight physically, your weight loss, that you just did it for you, because a lot of it is like, and I'm with you with the indoctrination. There's a lot of weight and trauma that comes with being a Bible thumper, that you realize, man, was I a good person before this? Because I don't know anybody who doesn't know like a very mean church lady. I'm like, I can't be one of those mean church ladies, but I feel like us as a people, we understand what church hurt truly is. You're like, I thought that nastiness was outside the walls, but they inside the walls.
Absolutely.
And then I find myself opening up to, like, there's so much in the Bible about love that I can't be hateful, and I can't dislike, and I can't do things anymore that's hateful. Because a lot of people look at me and they'll say, "Stephanie, question, why are you so supportive of LGBTQ plus? Aren't you a Christian?" I'm like, yeah, and my God talks about love. I can't sit in judgment of nobody. And honestly, why should I? For what? It's like, why would I do that? It's no need. And like, I'm sorry, hate is very heavy. Love is very light, and it keeps you light, keeps you young and pretty. And I can't do that. So when I think about the Romancipation, I think about loving me and then like extending love outside. So I'll be very transparent. I lost my dad last year, and grieving for me has been hard because I wrestled with the notion that it didn't hit me until literally Christmas. He died last February, Christmas that just passed. And I'm like, I literally lost the love of my life because my dad was such a good guy. And I saw a TikTok like a week or so ago to like, if you're a woman, you have a good dad, it's like you have very high dating standards because if your dad was in your life and he's really good, then you have high standards. I'm like, or I listened to the man who said, I'm gonna teach you how to do all these things about how to do what to look for in a car, how to do all these things around the house. And I said, why are you telling me to do that? He said, because I don't want you dependent on no man. He was a man for a very long time. He's like, yeah, no, I don't want you dealing with these raggedy men out here. My father never asked me to smile at any point. If he saw something wrong with my face, he was like, what's wrong? Are you okay? He never said, oh, smile. Why are you frowning? Smile, girl. I'm like, my own damn daddy never said that to me. So some random dude on the street, I'm like, I will cuss you out. It's like, who are you talking to? So getting back to actually liking myself and getting back to loving myself has been an uphill journey when you're also grieving.
Yeah, for sure. And that's all a process, definitely. You just have to learn and take it day by day, be kind to yourself. Life is a journey, and it has a lot of unexpected twists and turns that we don't always foresee, but you grow through it. You learn, to adjust. I hate when people say, oh, you'll get over it. There's no such thing as getting over people that you love and care about.
Correct.
And you lose them, but you just learn to live in spite of the reality, but you literally grow through it, and you learn to coexist with the knowledge of reality in a healthy way, so
yeah because you're like, I feel like Malin, life goes on. It's like that person is not here, but it's like the notion of I get to see him again. It's something I have to hold on to, and it's like I'll be mourning him for the rest of my life, and it'll be good days and bad days. But he literally be like, if he was here, he's like, don't be sitting around sad. Don't be mourning me. He's like, get on that. Go have fun. Do what you want to do. Have fun.
yeah, I agree with
Don't sit there. It's like they would never want me sitting around. So that was not what I wanted to say. No, I'm sorry. I didn't get all that heavy because we try to stay light here. But we are at midway point of season 2, which can I just to literally turn the page back. I love that everybody's like, oh, I like winter. I'm like, I told y'all I was here. It's like I was here last season. But the fact that everybody's like, oh, wait, she wasn't the problem. No, she wasn't. So how has the fandom, how has the reception been different? I know it's totally different because first season, girl, but now second season, how is that feeling? People are like, girl, I love Winter. She funny.
It's been definitely a shift. Let me tell you, times have certainly changed. It is crazy to see people jump on the Snowflake train. Like, this train was amazing when you guys didn't think it was amazing. You just were tripping. So yeah, it's been interesting to see all these new converts. But we welcome them. Sometimes it just takes people a little while to see the truth. And then, they come on over to the bright side.
Yeah. It's like as a reality show watcher for years and years, I used to be very, very team, but now I'm like, let me tell you something. Next season, give everybody a clean slate because you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I'm glad everybody gave you clean slate and said, oh, okay, I kind of like her, especially because y'all are very active on social media. I'm like, this is way too funny. I'm like, y'all, this is funny. So I'm like, reunion me, please. So we're on break, but I don't want to give too much tea because I don't want Carlos knocking on my door, child. Like, excuse me. Hey, hi. Don't do that. We don't do that here. So we're getting 10 more episodes.
Yes.
And it sounds like it's still going to be uphill for you and not downhill for you.
It's definitely uphill for Winter.
Yes. yes. I just want everybody to, I'm like, I just want sunshine and rainbows. I want everybody to get along. But the thing about it is like, I'm an adult. So I know once y'all have had, people have had a disagreement, got off on the wrong foot, it might take some time to get to, we can be cool and do Tik Toks.
Yes.
So I am so excited to see that.
Yeah, I look forward to the next 10. I'm curious because we get to see the episodes when you guys see them, so we don't know what's made the cut and what's not made the cut. So I'm curious to see how, yeah, the next 10 episodes pan out. It's
To
gonna
see if you're
be
like, I don't
interesting.
remember it that way. Oh, is that what happened? Is that what was said?
You
Oh.
never know. You honestly never know. So we are curious to see
So y'all
what.
don't, because it sounds like you're like, oh, we see it just along with y'all. We do not get advanced episodes to review. It's like, oh,
No,
what?
we don't.
Oh, but I think that's probably why everybody, the cast reaction on Saturday nights is always cracking me up because I'm like, wait, it's like y'all are just watching this. Oh my God, you are.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, we're definitely just watching it when you guys are just watching it.
oh.
Which is honestly what shifts some of the dynamics between the cast. Because you
Mm.
may learn something that has been said that you
Mm-hmm.
didn't know was said.
You're
And
like,
it's like, oh, so that's what we're doing? I didn't know you said
oh,
that. Yes.
I'm like, oh, I thought we, okay. So then it's like, yeah, Carlos like, so anyway, roll the clip. So here come Carlos King going, oh, so what happened here? I'm like, oh, we talked about it. It's like, oh, did we? Oh, okay. I just I love the evolution of this show. I love how we are watching everybody. I'm glad one, you became full time because I was like, y'all need to bring more Winter in. She can't be friend of next season. I'm sorry, she just can't. I need to see more. So I'm glad to watch the evolution and I'm glad to see relationships mended or on the mend or men without the D yet. To see that and the evolution is just beautiful. And Winter, you are a breath of fresh air on reality TV.
Thank you
Because
so much.
when you don't take this seriously, because a lot of people are like, oh, this is my bread and butter. You're like, girl, it's not. Anyway, I got stuff to do.
I try. I really try to. I try to be just mindful of the fact that really this is the moment,
Mm-hmm.
a wonderful opportunity to promote my brand and anything I may be working on. I think the reality is that not everyone can say that they'll have this opportunity, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
what's the best way to maximize it in your platform and use it in a way that can be positive and give you the opportunity to create more paths forward because this isn't going to last forever. That's the reality. So,
Yeah.
my goal is really just to utilize it for what I can and, you know, shoot for the stars in the meantime. So,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do my part to shoot for the stars and accomplish as many goals as I can while I'm here on this show and in my life. Like I want to, what's the saying? I want to die empty. That's my goal. So
Mm.
I want to leave anything on the table that I could have done because I was scared or maybe lacked confidence. Like my motto this season is to do it scared.
Mm. And that's
So
beautiful because everybody thinks like if you're like courageous, it's like that means you're not scared. I'm like, courage is not the absence of fear. Why am I quoting a movie that it did stick with me? It's like it's just something more important than fear. That's really what courage is, because there's not a lot of people who come back to a show after the onslaught, especially when it like you had a bad season, you come back. It's like, yeah, I've learned, I've grown, and now I'm back. And I am not the problem. That's it. Hashtag I am not the problem. Hashtag Snowflake. I'm just saying. We're kind of crisp and chilly over here. We're chill. That's where y'all should be. Miss Winter, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I appreciate you being here. I really, truly do. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for being here. Before we go, please tell everybody how they can follow you on the Instagram, on TikTok. Please do. It's fun.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
fun.
I'm Simply Winter is my handle, or Simply Winter on Facebook. And then simplywinter.com is where you can connect with me and purchase merch, pre-order my latest book that I'll be releasing. You can order your Gutter Barbie t-shirt. You can also order your Gutter Barbie EP merch. There's so much merch I have on my website. I don't promote it enough. So if you'd like to support my brand, go to the website, buy something. That's how we keep the party going over here. And then if you're interested in getting in shape, if you're 35 and over, consider joining my Queen Fit accountability group. And it's strictly an accountability group. I do not teach you how to work out. That is not my ministry. I am strictly here to encourage you to get your butt outside or get to the gym or do a workout at home, because we are trying to live our best lives, and live for as long as we can and be as healthy as we can. So Queen Fit is available for you. It's free to be a part. And then if you're interested in mentorship, if you consider yourself a world-changing woman, then I would encourage you to check out the Queen's Table Mentorship Program. We have an incredible vacation coming up in Jamaica, where if you're interested in traveling with a group of world-changing ladies, we went to Mexico last year. This year we'll be in Jamaica. If you're interested in traveling with us, check out my website to register to attend the Queen's Table Luxury Retreat. So those are just a few things I have. And yes, if you are in the DMV, come to the Romancipation on April 29th. We'll be in Silver Spring at the Republic Garden, and you'll get to see me perform live. We'll have some Ready to Love contestants on our Ready for Love panel. And we'll have some spoken word artists giving us some dope spoken word performances. It's going to be a great night. So we want to see you out. It's such a good time. It's such a dope vibe. But I think that's all I got going on, as if that isn't enough.
When I said she is a multi-hyphenate, y'all, she's a multi-hyphenate. I'm like, do y'all hear this? I'm just whew. Now I'm inspired. I really am. Let me join this accountability group right now. Thank you, Winter. Guys, this has been this week's Mocha Minutes podcast. I will be back to talk some more, have some more fun, and keep it light. So thank you guys for listening.